So if you're joining me, let me know that you can hear me as I get started on this training on 5 steps to monetize your brilliance so you can scale your profitable heart-centered business. Now, I know that a lot of you see that I help pharmacists, healers in healthcare, but honestly, this training is going to be helping anybody who's wanting to take an idea, your passion, your knowledge, and channel it into offers, products, and services that can help really serve your soul clients. So I'm just going to get started here. Again, if you're joining me, let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you can see me so that I make sure that everything is good, because I'm going to be posting this to YouTube as well. And I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Okay. Let me just get situated here. Okay, so I'm going to get started. So just tuning in from my heart today, this is just going to be a really beautiful training to help you tap into why you're here. And I go right to the depths of and the heart of it, of why you are here on this planet. If you are a light worker, someone who's drawn to this work of helping others, of healing, of being a heart-centered entrepreneur, this training is for you. I know that if you're watching this, that you are brilliant, that you have soul gifts, you have a life experience, you have lessons that you've been taken, that life has given you. And oftentimes what happens is when we have these experiences in life, it leaves these wounds, and we often feel that is, that we have guilt and shame around it, or that we maybe don't deserve good things. A lot of these are subconscious thoughts that prevent us from truly shining our light. And I want to let you know that your wounds actually allow you to be wise, to connect to that wisdom within you. It's a seed along your journey that allows you to awaken to your brilliance. And that's what's drawing you here. If you're watching my videos, if you're looking at my content, you have that seed within you, in your heart, that mission, that light, that purpose to contribute to the world. Whether it's through a coaching business, maybe it's through some other means, whatever that is, you're going to get so much from this training. So make sure that you have, number one, water, because, whenever I do this work, a lot of times we'll be moving energy, and this work does sometimes take some of your attention, your focus, your energy. So you want to always be hydrating whenever you're doing any type of energy work. I would also recommend getting a pen and paper out so that you take notes, because I'm going to be going through, this is going to be a pretty comprehensive training. I'm not even sure how long it's going to take. I'm just like, hey, I'm showing up here and I'm being of service to you today. So if you are here, give me some comments, give me a like, let me know where you're joining from. All of that good stuff. I want to hear and see who's on with me live. I'm going to be posting this to YouTube as well. And I will put all of the links and all the things that I go through in that description below. Okay. So I see some people commenting. Let's see. Christy, awesome. Yes, I see you, Christy. That's great. Okay. Getting situated here still. Awesome. So what I want to start off with is just introducing myself. So for those of you who don't know me and you're watching whether on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're watching me, my name is Dr. Christina Fontana. I am a pharmacist, 5-time author, transformation coach, hypnotist, and I help visionary pharmacists and healers in healthcare to release blocks holding you back so that you can ascend into who you came here to be, own your brilliance, and create and scale a profitable heart-centered business. And that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you today. I'm going to be going through actually the 5 steps that are in this brand new book called Moving Beyond the Counter, Elevating into Heart-Centered Healthcare Through Entrepreneurship, which features my story, journal prompts from me. I actually created, I wanted to show you all this as well. Whenever you do get the book, you get a QR code that you can scan, and you automatically get access to a bundle of tons of goodies. So you get 40 plus, I forget how many are actually in there, but over 40 of my best meditations, hypnoses, to help you rewire your subconscious mind for success. You get journal prompts, you get all, different videos in there. So this book is so valuable and it's so near and dear to my heart. So I want to speak to some of those principles today to really help you take your idea, your passion, your brilliance, and to number one, get clear on what that is, and to unlock that within you to be able to channel it into offers, products, services that you can serve your soul clients with. And I have a couple surprises for you I'm really excited about sharing. So you're going to want to stay till the end. Okay. If you're wanting the book here, I'm going to show the QR code so you can go and scan that. I'm going to hold it up for a couple seconds so that you can, if you're watching on your computer, you can go ahead and scan it. I can also put the link in the comments below. So definitely check that out. And again, these are the principles that I'm going to be moving through today to help you monetize your brilliance to scale your heart-centered business. Okay, so why am I talking about this? Why is monetizing your knowledge so important? Well, I was a pharmacist and I was used to getting paid, whatever, $55 an hour. And I never really felt fulfilled by that job. And I spent 7 years in retail pharmacy. And I always felt just this calling to do more. And I knew that I had something within me that was aching to be unlocked, but I just didn't know how to do it. And I just prayed. I just prayed and said, God, please send me, some sign of how to create a business that's really fulfilling, that allows me to serve my clients, that allows me the financial freedom to be able to leave pharmacy. And for those of you who are pharmacists, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or maybe if you're in another job, you're feeling just creatively stuck, you're not able to use the full extent of your gifts. And so you're kind of in this survival mode of going to work every day. You're probably hating your job, you're dreading Monday morning, you don't want to go to work because it's not fulfilling. And as a pharmacist, I saw that and I felt just so burnt out and so overwhelmed by the amount of vaccines that I had to give, and corporate breathing down my neck saying, well, you need to do XYZ and you need to do all of these things in order to pretty much maintain your job, or else you were scared that you were going to be fired. So all of that pressure, all of that stress in survival mode leaves very little space for creation. So when I finally decided to leave retail pharmacy back in 2019, I always get the years confused. I'm like, was it 2018 or it was 2019? I was like, all right, I'm committed. I'm ready to go. And I finally hired a business coach who could help me to scale my business. And so what I've done is I've been an entrepreneur for the past 10 years. I've had so many mentors and courses. I've invested over $300,000 in my personal development and my business coaching and those practical strategies. So I've created my own method to help you to monetize your brilliance to scale a profitable business. I always say it's easy to launch a business, LLC, getting all your graphics together, but to scale a profitable business takes sustainability. So you need that energetic component of looking at your subconscious beliefs, of seeing what are the thoughts that I'm thinking just unconsciously on a daily basis, because that creates your energy. That creates the signal. Think of yourself as a signal, a cell phone tower that is projecting out to the world. This is what I believe of myself. So I really look at that whenever I'm working with my clients, whether it's one-on-one, at retreats, in my Elevate Entrepreneur Academy, whatever that is. We dive deep into your subconscious identity, how you see yourself. Because if you're moving from a pharmacist to now being an entrepreneur, a lot of that imposter syndrome comes up, a lot of the fear of being seen, because we all have these programs that are running subconsciously that are creating our current reality. And what I see so often is that pharmacists or people who are trying to start and launch businesses are only looking at the strategic part. They're not looking at this other energetic component, which is 95% of what creates results in your business. So if you're, running around and you're doing all of these things and you're operating from overwhelm and you're, again, in that survival mode, your body is under stress, your energy field is contracted, you're not going to be able to connect with those clients who are waiting for your magic. So it does require both this energetic alignment piece and the smart systems. And that is my magic that I bring to my clients. And it's what I love talking about. And we're going to go through some of that today because you cannot have one without the other. And trust me, I've done it both ways where I've had, just the smart systems, but then the energy was, I kept attracting people who were saying no to me and I kept getting objections and I was burning myself out and working harder and thinking that that was the solution when it was actually all of my energetic things that needed to be shifted in order to expand my heart, which is why this book is all about heart centered healthcare, because your heart acts as a magnet and you are always magnetizing into your life the circumstances, the people, the things that are confirming your subconscious beliefs. So if you believe that you are not worthy of receiving, or you're holding on to guilt in your field, in your energy, guilt and shame are one of the lowest frequencies you can carry in your body. So you're going to be attracting these other people that confirm that belief in you, that no, you're not worthy or deserving of receiving for your gifts. So I'm giving you kind of just an overarching view of how I help my clients. And a lot of these things are blind spots. So that's why you need a coach. You need someone who can reflect back to you in a loving way and say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. This is the pattern that's showing up. One of the biggest patterns I see in healers is people pleasing. People pleasing will cost you money, time, energy. It will deplete you. I had a reel on Instagram where I showed a bottle of water and then I showed a colander. And this is your energy, and this is you being a people pleaser, dumping your energy, and it gets drained. So oftentimes people pleasers feel drained because you're not able to set healthy boundaries. You're not able to communicate directly, this is what I need, whether it's to your team, to your clients. And so your energy is always leaking everywhere else because you're not able to hold the energy because you're giving it away to everybody else. So I teach pretty much, I would say 95% of my clients about these different energetic components to be sure that you're able to hold more energy. Money is energy, so you're able to hold higher levels of clients, of wealth, so that you're not getting overwhelmed and burnt out. So I want you to think of, a colander. Right now your energy is leaking and you're not able to have that focus, that direction to be calling in these clients. Maybe you're stressed out, you're not connected to your heart. So think about all of these components that I'm talking about and come back and watch the replay because it's a lot to digest. But these different energetic components do impact your results. And again, I've seen this. I've gone from homeless to creating a 7-figure business. This is how you do it step by step, and you need support. You need somebody who can help reflect back, hey, this is what's happening, so that you can quickly shift it. Okay, so I'm going to get started on the training where I will go through just some quick examples of, what is your brilliance? What are some of the different businesses that you can create? I'm going to share with you specifically some of my clients. I'm going to share about Eric's journey, my husband. But I think it's just important to start with that concept. What is your brilliance? Your brilliance is a combination of your gifts, your life lessons, your experiences, your education, your certifications, all of that. Pharmacists are brilliant. People are brilliant. And it's when you tap into the light that you naturally are and connect back to the love that you really are. And in order to do that, it requires you to overcome all of the self-sabotage, overcome those automatic negative thoughts about yourself, overcome the subconscious self-image that says, oh, I need to keep small because it's safe to do that. And I'm going to go through exactly how to do that here. So this comprises your brilliance, your gifts, life lessons, experiences, certifications, all of that, right? Things that you were naturally good at from a young age, all of that. So I'll just give Eric as a quick example. So Eric loves, going to restaurants. He loves every aspect of it. Looking at menus. He gets so excited to see about the restaurant, the ambiance, all of that. I mean, if you're following him, he's so passionate about it. And when I met him, he was doing, free reviews. And I was like, hey, why don't you compile all of your all of your restaurant reviews into a book. So he created 2 books. We've been dating for 4 years now. He's grown by leaps and bounds. He, created 2 books. He has a website with, he's trying to create a membership section to provide value. He's also getting paid now. I helped him create a really nice offer for restaurants where he can go and review the restaurant and do a reel, and really, he's grown his audience to, I think, over 6,000 followers, to now he can put that out there and he gets such a huge reach. So it helps the restaurant. It's an energetic exchange that provides value. It's a win-win situation. So you do not have to be a coach in order to monetize your knowledge. You can be, literally, ask me, show me what your gifts are, and I will show you how to channel that into beautiful offers that, serve both you and the client, you and the business, whatever that is. So there's so much that you can do. And again, when you're coming from this creative space, tapping into your heart, that's where infinite possibilities are possible for you. When you're under stress, you can only see a finite amount of possibilities. So again, that energetic component and the smart systems need to come together to blend so that you can scale sustainably. A lot of pharmacists I see have to go back to retail pharmacy. They abandon their business altogether. They beat themselves up because they're not looking at the emotional, the energetic component of it, of seeing, okay, where are my energy leaks? Where am I people pleasing? Where am I showing up with perfectionism? All of these things matter, and they affect your bottom line, and they also affect the amount of people that you can reach. So some other examples, I'm just looking at my notes here, that of the coaches that I've helped to create profitable businesses are, anxiety coach, CBD consultant, fertility and pregnancy coach, functional medicine, health and wellness. I mean, the list goes on. So I've helped a lot of different people to create signature offers, products, and services to help you scale a profitable business. I mean, like literally, I'm looking at my list. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it's a lot. So I want to go through now that I've kind of described what your brilliance is, I want to go through step by step what it looks like to scale a profitable business. So these are the things that I've distilled down that I find really help you to get clear on your gifts, because you have rare and regal soul gifts. And that is step 1, actually, which is unlocking your rare and regal soul gifts and becoming the queen of your business. So you have magic that only you can deliver. You have unique personality traits. You have life experience, gifts that things that you're really good at. And I don't want you to discount anything that you're like, oh, well, I'm a good dancer, but like, how can that be included in my business? I use dance in my business because a lot of pharmacists I find can be a little bit rigid and in that perfectionistic, very masculine space. And so we use dance. I use dance to help them get more into their body, to connect more to their heart, to be more in the feminine. So you can use these gifts, and I take you through that in the book. I give you specific journal prompts to see what is your magic, what can you bring into your soul aligned business to provide value, to own your worth, to charge abundantly premium rates for your services. So these are just a couple of the questions that I'm going to read out to you. And again, these are all in the book, so I highly, highly recommend getting this book back here. So think about the following. What have you loved to do from a young age? I'm just going to be reading these out. So again, if you're coming back to I definitely highly recommend, if you're watching the replay, feel free to pause this. Feel free to come back to this, because I'm going to be going through these relatively quickly just for time's sake. What life experiences have you been through and overcome? What training, certifications, and experiences have you invested in? What are you passionate and on fire about? What do you consider your greatest strengths and gifts? So all of these things can be communicated, but you have to be clear about what are my unique gifts? What makes me different than Susie down the road? I just picked a name. What is it that makes you unique and different? This is what the goal is of this book, is to really bring that out, to draw that out of you so that you're able to communicate that brilliance to your audience. I have actually my coach, Katie Wood, she's a fertility coach, and she creates these really awesome custom blends of essential oils. So I told her, I said, I'm also her coach. So, we kind of had that coaching client relationship. I said, why don't you share about this? Share about the fact that you're adding value to someone's life by giving them a custom handmade blend of essential oils to use during the luteal phase of my cycle. Those are the things that I want you to think about. If anything, take out a blank page and just write, what am I good at? What are the things that are unique to me? And just write it out. I actually did this recently. And I was like, wow, like I kept uncovering things. So often we're looking at what's wrong about ourselves. I want you to think about, what are the things you're good at? What are your strong suits? So think about that. That's point number one, step number one. Step number two is overcoming self-sabotage to feel safe to shine. This is a huge part of what we do in Elevate Entrepreneur Academy, because a lot of the people that I work with, the pharmacists that come to me, have these unconscious fears, these negative consequences of shining their light. Maybe you've gotten bullied in the past because you were smart and you raised your hand in class. Maybe you had an older sister or a younger sibling where you felt like you couldn't outshine them. As an example, those are two quick ones that are coming to my mind. These are the things that stop you from showing up consistently in your business, from showing up consistently online and putting your frequency out there from a place of power. A lot of people are, they're posting consistently, but they're posting from fear. They're posting from lack and scarcity of, I need more clients. And I'm afraid that if I don't post consistently, that some negative consequence is going to happen. So when you marry that, moving from your heart and connecting back to what is true for me, not comparing yourself to other people around you, what is my brilliance, and moving through these blocks, whether it's imposter syndrome, fear of being seen, perfectionism, people pleasing, when you release that and you see how to neutralize these fears, it's not going to hold you back. It's going to allow you to expand your energy, to call in those clients consistently. And this is all part of monetizing your brilliance. It is a systematic way to scale a profitable business. And these are the needle movers. So even though I'm not quite yet, I'll be talking about smart systems at the end. I'm talking a lot about energy because your subconscious mind is 95% of everything that you do. So if you have the belief that I can't do this, I'm not worthy, I'm not able to, I didn't have business experience, or whatever the story is, there might be a limiting, disempowering story. There are probably emotions you're feeling on a weekly basis, whether it's guilt, shame, fear, anxiety, judgment, resentment, whatever that is, of self and others, that is keeping your energy down. It's not allowing you to feel safe to shine. And this is the inner work that I talk about. So unworthiness, as an example, is a huge one that I see, and that I've had to move through layers of in order to show up more consistently, to shine my light, to really own my brilliance. Because that's another component is, well, I don't want to own my brilliance because then it's going to seem like I'm bragging. So there's so many of these little subtle things that can sabotage your trying to put yourself out there in a really bold, powerful, authentic way. And I want you to really feel into the fact that there are things that you can do to disrupt that pattern, to rewire your subconscious mind. And again, this is all about what we do inside Elevate Entrepreneur Academy, which at the heart of it is connecting back to your heart so that you have a bigger impact, so that you're able to reach more clients and really serve them without feeling overwhelmed and drained. So step 3 is releasing money memories to receive abundantly for your gifts. This is another big one. We all have money stories. We've all had experiences of, maybe you've had people rip you off, or, you've had a bad experience with a business or a previous coach, or you've picked up things from, beliefs from your family, or you feel that you can't invest in yourself because you don't have the money, or whatever that is for you. Those are blocking you from taking steps forward in your business where this is something that you need, whether it's investing in a coach, a program, a meditation bundle, whatever that is. And this is where, again, self-sabotage comes up. So I want to ask you this. This is a really easy way to uncover your money block. So I want you to think about whatever you make right now in your business and then doubling that. So I'm just going to take an even number. So say that right now you're making, I don't know, $40,000 in your business. And then I said, okay, well, what if you were to make 80? What are the negative consequences that are coming up when I say that? Is it, oh, I'm going to have to work harder. Oh, I'm going to be more stressed out. I'm going to be taking time away from my children. These are the resistant thoughts that are preventing you from breaking through to that next income bracket. So just journaling this down as I talk through this. What are those negative consequences, those fears that are keeping you stuck in this old paradigm of, I can't make more money because X? And again, this is something we go deep into in Elevate Entrepreneur Academy to help. I almost see it as like, and I actually have to weed today. It's like taking the weeds out of the garden so that you're breathing fresh nutrients, fresh soil, so that you can grow your flowers, grow your abundance. I love metaphors and analogies. So it's like unearthing those weeds, those things that are just not working for you anymore. And you get to a point, for me, it took 7 years because I was like, I could do it myself. I'm independent. I'm smart. I went to pharmacy school. It took me 7 years of my business not working to finally be able to hire a coach. And I invested $20,000 in that coach to be able to show me this is exactly, this is a guide work, a framework for you to scale your profitable business. And I've never gone back to pharmacy since. So I'm telling you, this is the needle mover. This is the game changer. Okay, so step 4 is about communicating and delivering your brilliance. So you've unlocked your brilliance. You're like, wow, I'm really good at this. I'm good at that. Now it's about communicating clearly. This is a big gap that I see with a lot of pharmacists. Like, you're probably extremely brilliant, you're extremely intelligent. And what's happening is you're putting out all of these posts, but you're not clearly connecting the dots to how your program solves the immediate need of that soul client. So you might be expressing really vague terms like, oh, I'm going to help you ascend your health or have more energy or whatever that is. But there's a way and a framework to connect the dots so that your client sees you as the have to have solution. And there's a framework where you can drop into your brilliance, express that, so that the person knows, wow, I need to hire that person right now. Not 6 months from now, not a year from now, not 5 years from now, but right now. So it's using this magnetic messaging that I'm always teaching my clients and teaching people in, my Elevate Entrepreneur, my one-on-one clients, to have people dropping in for you. When you come from this needy energy of, well, I need more clients, so I need to do all these things, people feel that. When you're grounded, when you're secure and you're like, hey, this is my product suite, this is what I have. It's like, inviting somebody to a fun party. You're like, hey, I'm having a party over here. Who wants to come? And whoever doesn't want to come, like, that's fine, right? Like, because there's always more clients, there's always more people to help. So again, looking at these beliefs, seeing how you're showing up, all of this matters because it's your frequency, it's your energy that you're putting out there. So you could be, actually somebody used this analogy and I love this analogy. It's like trying to vacuum your house, but you never plugged in the vacuum. So you're doing all this work and you're doing all this effort, but it's actually not leading to any results. So plug in the plug in the cord and do, this work is that cord. It's the energetic work. It's the practical work that's going to help you actually get results from vacuuming the house. So that's just a fun example that I like to use. So when you tap into your heart, you're allowing these clients to be magnetized to you. Okay, so the last step is step 5, system structures and support. Again, all of these steps can be found in this book. I love it too because my editor, Corey Wamsley, created a little journal prompt section after each of these. So I love that so much that you can actually just journal right in the actual book. And that's why we made it an 8x10 instead of a 6x9. So just a little fun fact. So anyway, you can go through, and this is also, I go through this in depth in that bundle where you scan the QR code and then you get all of those meditations, you get all of the extra steps, this is where I talk a lot about the system, structures, and support. So we talked about before, I always think of structure as what are the processes that you're going through in your business? Do you have boundaries? Do you have a sales process for exactly how you handle leads coming in and asking you questions, or someone reaching out about a program? Having clear systems is going to help, number one, keep the energy super clean. So you're not like, oh, I don't know what to do here. You're just like, yep, this is my process. This is exactly what happens when somebody reaches out, when someone a new client onboards for, a new program or a new one-on-one program for you. Having those clear structures and systems, meaning maybe it's technology, or you have a virtual assistant, you have a support coach, you have these different structures and systems to scale. So part of this too is not being afraid to lean on support. I meet so many pharmacists who are like, well, I can just do it myself. I'll do it all myself. It's fine. Okay, you can do it yourself, but you're going to be burnt out in the process because you're going to be trying to, post on social media. You're going to be trying to serve your clients. You're going to be trying to send out your emails and do all the things. And this is how people burn out. I don't want that for you. So think about that. What support have you been resisting that you're like, oh, I really don't want to hire a virtual assistant, even though I really need one? Give yourself permission to do that. Give yourself permission to buy the course, to hire the coach, to make it easier on yourself. You don't need to go Google the answer and piece it all together and waste time, energy, and money when you could be making money, just accelerating the path and implementing these steps. So those are the 5 key things that are really going to help you to set you up for success, to scale a profitable heart-centered business. Now, I do want to share with you something that is going to help make your life so much easier. And this is something that I recently created that's going to help you to, with the tech side of things. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know, like, where am I going to host my, do I need a website? What do I need for as far as technology? Really keep it simple. I love just strip away all the complexity, keep it simple. So I created a course called Monetize Your Brilliance, and it's showing you step by step how to create your first offer, how to create a product, how to create a simple e-course that you can literally make within a week's time. All you have to do is follow these videos. I show you, actually share my screen. I use Kajabi. So this is for people who are wanting to monetize your knowledge. You're wanting to turn your idea to income. You're wanting to turn your passion into profit. And you want to do it very simply and start earning money immediately. So again, this is for anybody. It doesn't have to be, you do not have to be a pharmacist to take this course. You don't have to be a healer in healthcare, but I have laid out a simple process for you. I've also included 2 bonuses. So I had a passive income workshop in there that I did about a year ago that shows you step by step how to monetize your knowledge. I also added in, sorry, I'm just going to my notes here. I'm making sure that I'm getting every single point. My Monetize Your Magic, it's a 57-page PDF where I show you step by step how to create a signature offer, how to sell that offer, and how to some of the magnetic messaging frameworks that I was talking about here. So I love keeping things simple. That is exactly what I did in this course. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm dropping a link in, after I get off, I'm going to be dropping a link in, if you're watching on YouTube, in the description below, if you're watching on Facebook, in the comments below. That is a special offer that I'm only offering for this week. So what you will do is you'll go click on that link. All you have to do is go sign up for Kajabi. If you're ready to go, you're excited about creating, your first offer, your product, your service, you can go into that. And once you sign up under my Kajabi affiliate link, you'll email me and I'll give you a $200 off coupon code so that the course will only be $97. $97 is a no-brainer to help you scale and scale and scale your profitable business. So I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything because I put so much into this course. But just the things that really matter, like those needle movers that I know are really going to help you to, get your product, get your service right off the ground, and to create messaging around that product that is going to speak to the subconscious desires of what your clients are wanting. So I've given you bonuses, I've given you a ton of things in there that are going to help you to with the technology part of it too, not just like, oh, what am I going to be selling, but actually looking at the technology and making it simple. I love Kajabi because you can do landing pages. You can do, I actually show you in the course how to create a free product. So if you wanted to do, like I did for this, for my book, I had a free offer. So you can create free things. You can create something that is like a free offer that you get people on your email list. You can also have an email list with Kajabi and send out emails so you don't have to have Aweber or MailChimp or Constant Contact. You can have everything on one platform. So I am an affiliate for Kajabi. So you're going to know that once you go to this link. So just like to say that, up front, and you can get this course for $97. So I am so excited for you to dive into this. I am also, one other surprise for you. If you're really enjoying this content and you're excited to sustainably scale your heart-centered business, I am hosting a masterclass on October 12th, and I'm going to leave the application link in the show notes here, where I'm going to be showing you 6 practical steps. It's going to be a 90-minute in-depth training, those needle mover steps to sustainably scale a 6-figure business without burnout, without overwhelm, without feeling like you need a huge team. I've scaled with an assistant, a support coach, and of course you have like a lawyer and an accountant and things like that, but it's allowed to be really simple. So I'm going to be sharing all of that juiciness with you, and I'm really excited for that. So again, I will leave those links in the show notes below. And if you have any questions, I'm going to be looking at the comments, so feel free to ask any comments. I'll be reviewing this over the next couple days, so I am happy to answer any and all questions about Kajabi, about the things that I went over. And again, be sure to snag this. This is a gem that has over 19 pharmacist stories in it, and these women are brilliant. They've monetized their brilliance. They've created multiple streams of income. Some of them are my clients. I'm just so proud of all of them. We have Todd Yuri's forward in there. I mean, it's just for $25 you're getting a lot. So, but I love to give so much value. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you got a lot of value from this free training, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Facebook Live. Have a great day.